welcome back to XCOM 2, where we will be picking up for Mission 2 in sort of in the spirit, let's call it, of what we talked about in Episode 1. I will be actually messing with the volume control first of all. Hopefully that's okay, it sounds a bit better in my ears at least. We will be following one of the main rules of XCOM, and that is naming the troops. Very important stuff to do, because that's what gets you invested in your characters, and that's what adds the additional drama when people get slaughtered like animals. Now, of course, what we would expect is, like anything in this channel, it's a team effort. We're all doing this together, so I'm already in here, or a very close approximation, the best it will allow. That's about as close as we're going to get, and I'm inviting you guys to put a little bit of detail down in the comments section below. Obviously we won't be using anyone's real name because that's just crazy talk, but come and join me and we will make up the bulk of the squad until we're all murdered. It doesn't have to be you, it can be anyone you like, but I will then, between videos, take time to add people in. Just some basic details, you know, we're talking, I don't know, hair colour for example, you know, basic physical descriptors, as well as all the obvious stuff. To show you what kind of stuff I need, we're going to add someone I think you're all familiar with. Where are you? You know him as a race car driving extraordinaire. It's Barry Clunge. His continuing adventures now span from professional motorsport to slaughtering aliens. Let's try and oh no, I was in the right place there. Let's try and make Bazza. Yeah, that's kind of a no-nonsense face that I would mark Barry Clunge as having. Obviously doesn't have a man bun, he's not a hipster douchebag, that's not Barry Clunge. Barry Clunge is your classical motorsport man's man. With a slick back ponytail, for some reason. And some stubble mutton chops. That actually is a problem that solved itself. And he's obviously...
Affirmative. Will do. There
we go.
Got it. Moving.
That's the sort of gentlemanly, dulcet tone we would expect from Barry Clunge. What kind of guy is he? He's intense. Of course he's intense. You don't win Le Mans with a less than intense attitude, it just doesn't happen. We'll decide on uniform colours collaboratively, I suppose. But there's Barry. Now I'm going to cut the video here, and we're going to pick up on presumably Mission 2. See you in a moment. So there's Barry in pride of place there in the back of the dropship. We're heading to South Africa for, we'll call it Mission 2, it's technically Mission 1 I suppose. You'll probably notice that we didn't do our scene in the Avenger. That is because something went wrong and we lost our save after tutorial. This is basically starting the game without the tutorial, so for us it's Mission 2, technically it's Mission 1. And we'll go from here on out. Barry Clunge is obviously leading the squad. I don't appear to be here. Let's rock it. Okay, so the job is
1-5. We have a fix on the target.
to blow things up.
Place the export charges at the designated position.
Okay, is there a way up onto that roof? Yes, there is. That is good news indeed. Okay, we're going to have someone providing cover. I think that's important. Oh, actually, what's that Barry? Can we find Barry Clunge? Barry Clunge is not here, so we'll have to recruit him when we finish the mission. It's just two other slick ponytailed dudes. We're going to get someone up onto the high ground straight away. I'm going to move them cover to cover. Hopefully we don't get discovered doing this.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Okay, we've got some people up there, but that's okay. That provides full cover despite only being a railing, which is interesting. And I don't know what that signifies. Maybe that we get detected if we stand there, so we won't be doing that. Oh no, that's only half cover. Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Closing on target position now.
That's an impressive woman. Okay, Mr. Smirnov. You will be... Okay, we're attacking targets over here. Is there any full cover around to take advantage of? That's within striking distance for him. Appears not, actually. So, yeah, we'll
Location confirmed.
get him over in that position, maybe get some eyes on up here. Now it could be that our Asian lady friend here doesn't have the range on her to cover over there, so this could be a mistake, but at least it should hopefully add some visibility for very little risk. Billy White
Headed there now.
will stick around here on Overwatch.
Scanning.
And another Russian. There's one thing I love about the Russians, they're always willing to pull their weight. We'll spread out a little bit. I don't normally like to do that because it's good to concentrate your fire, but...
Roger, got my eyes on.
And you'll almost never see me do what I'm doing now, actually, which is moving her off on her own. Her movement range is fantastic.
Roger.
We can put her on Overwatch up here, that's great. Hopefully there's no one up here waiting to fuck us, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, there are no targets in visual range, it seems. And she's not a sharpshooter, so I guess we will bring her back down.
Position confirmed.
Apparently this dude is blind because he can only see this far. But whatevs. Okay, Mr. Smirnov can move up. Is there any good cover for him to move into? It appears not, but that's quite a good spot, I suppose.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Bit of parkour there, impressive.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Okay, we're gonna hunker him down. I don't want him firing on Overwatch. And Mr. Morozov is in a better position, I think, to advance. Actually not. That's the detection point there, so maybe he's... That would be a good spot for him up there, actually. Let's move him across here. It is risky, because you never know if you're going to run into someone up here, to be honest, and that looks like a detection tower of some kind. But sod it. It's best to be reckless at the start than it is later on, and maybe we'll get eyes on those guys. Yeah, we have. Okay, so that brings them into the fight straight away. I really don't like running across distance like this without anyone able to fire, but I think it's going to have to happen. We'll tuck him behind there so he's got full cover. And there'll be another turn, I think, before we open fire. No, she's going to be flanked if she's there, whereas here's quite a good spot. actually. I wonder if... she won't be detected, I hope. Does her path take her through any detection zone? No. Okay. We're going to trust the readout, even though I don't. Look at her. Look at that agility. Staggering. Okay. He can get there without being detected, but that's bad, because he's not in cover. I think we'll keep Bill White there. Vasily can jump up
Heading out.
here. And I think if we can get her to throw a grenade in, we might find ourselves in a good position. He's not going to have eyes on the target there at all, and he's in bad cover. That's bad cover. That's bad cover. The only good cover is here, and that involves getting detected, so we're going to have to get ready to move him up quite quickly, I think. So Addies for now. Yegor. And again, we don't want him firing on anybody. I feel like there should be... yeah. What's his view like? Not incredible. And we've got guys up here, right? I thought we saw some dudes up here. I wonder if maybe we should bring him round to here and take Bill White up here to cover anyone coming from that side. In fact, that's what we're going to do before we alert anybody. At least we've got eyes on the bomb target.
-15, you're near the target position.
I just noticed that. Okay, so you hunker down as well.
Standing fast.
We do not want to be noticed right now. Okay.
Solid copy.
Bring Yegor around. And everyone's going to hunker down one more turn because we're losing his gun at the moment. So we want to make sure the remaining 3 can at least fire.
Holding position.
Okay, it's time for the element of surprise. We will put William White on Overwatch.
Covering now.
And who's got the best shot here? 66% on everyone. 70%, 69%, 68%. Okay, so he's definitely got the better shots. So what we'll do instead is put Yegor on Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
And Hui Ying is hopefully going to grenade these fuckers into oblivion. Can we destroy the cover as well as hit all 3 of them? I think there's a chance. Okay, hope you've got a good throwing arm, love.
This is for you. They're toast.
Oh, nice. I hope she gets promoted, she's deserved that. Yeah, that's a promotion, well earned. I don't know why we're revealed, there's no one there to see us. There's gonna be some more of them around, so I'll put him on Overwatch to catch anyone who comes round looking for Hui Ying. And we'll start moving up.
Moving out.
So Overwatch for you, missus.
Gun covered.
Position confirmed.
Up the rear, please, Mr. Smirnov. Never thought I'd say that out loud.
I'm on it.
Bill, you cover that side, and Vasily is going to be... his call sign needs to be Vaseline. It has to be a thing, so we're going to make it a thing. I'm going to move him up here. I know it's risky, but he is covered by the others, and then we'll bring him round. Nice and slick there, Vaseline. Damn, he's been caught out of position, so it was a stupid thing for me to do.
Seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk
She's got an Overwatch shot off.
restrictor mine.
Shooting his cover. Oh, please tell me you killed it. Oh no, down to 1 though. That was a hell of a shot. Nice. That went about as well as it could have done. And he's got a promotion for himself. Okay, someone's in trouble. Yeah, he's getting flanked. That was nice and slick, Vaseline. That's a ballsy move. You're dead next round if you kill him. Oh. Of course he's panicking, so he's going to freak out. Hopefully he doesn't get himself killed. Yeah, you hunker down there. That guy's made a miscalculation. Only 52%? Are you fucking blind? 48%. And that's with his hair tied back so it doesn't get in his eyes. Shit. That's almost a 1 in 2 chance. You fucking gibbon.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I noticed you didn't fucking get it. Okay, let's hope she can do a better job. So we'll move her here because no one's on Overwatch, and that should put her in a good position to murder him. Murder time. Nice.
Target disabled.
A woman's work is never done. And that frees up, hopefully, Yegor to come and get a better shot on this muppet. Is he in cover from him there? Well, it's very easy to flank. But it's... I think he's going to get a better shot off from here.
Closing on target position now.
He's a terrible shot. His stats are awful, so...
Frag out.
Better safe than sorry. At least he can throw.
Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. -1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
Yeah, we're
I'm
doing
all
it.
over it.
Understood. Moving out. Come get some.
Okay, Bill. We'll move you... We'll move you here. I know it's not great cover, but at least you're forward enough to provide support. Overwatch for you, Monkey Man. And Vasily, you just focus on not dying, my friend.
-1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds.
Yeah,
We need
I
to
heard
get
you the
those
first
charges
time.
planted on the double.
I used to have a bike lock that looked like that.
-1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
Nice. Take that, future robot cyber alien thing. Okay, so we've got an excellent rating, that's good. 9 turns, killed 6 out of 6 enemies, and had 1 badly wounded soldier. Poor Vaseline, but still, it's a purple heart for him. Only 50% of our shots were successful. Although we killed more than half an enemy each turn, so that's value for money. And of course the MVP was this lady here. As if that was ever in doubt. Most under fire was poor Vaseline. I am going to set that as his nickname. It's childish, I don't care. He's looking pleased with himself. I'd be that pleased with myself as well if I wasn't dead, which I'm not. Before I said that, it sounded better. But now it's out in the real world. So we're gonna come back to base now eventually. The loading times are quite bad. I'm putting that down to my machine rather than the game for the moment. For some reason the dropship in this game I don't think looks as good as the one from the last game, but makes sense.
We might have to resupply the bar.
Do resupply the bar. Priorities, woman, Jesus. Okay, everyone's been promoted. So, I think we'll promote Vaseline first of all. Nice blade, man.
Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Okay, so Vaseline is Pinger. His new ability is Slash, and as you can see, as he promotes, this is the great thing about this game. He's gone up a rank. Every time you go up a rank, you pick between one of two perks, if you will, and these are really, really good, and they get progressively better. And you're always striking this balance between pushing your people to be the best they can be, while also remembering to train other people, because it takes just one bad mission for you to lose all your high-ranking officers, and that hits everything. I mean, I believe, if I'm right, that you get, if you end up with a lot of low-ranking soldiers with no sort of leaders among them, they panic much easier, they're far less effective. Everyone's stats are tracked, so we can see his mobility is 12, his aim is 68, his will is 51, which is his ability to sort of not panic under pressure. He's got 0 dodge, 0 armor, we saw that in the last mission. He's got 5 hack skill. I don't know what these numbers are out of, I think they're out of 100, so that's pretty pathetic, or maybe hacks out of 10, but I know aim and will are out of 100. And health is 2. I don't know if mobility and aim get reduced the more frequently wounded they become. I'll have to look that up. Let's promote the others. Baldy. Nice effort, by the way. I'm pleased to see you're not lying to us and yourself in these trying times by wearing a toupee. You own it. Good man. Nice drone.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic.
Okay, so he's not going to be our hacker, he's going to be a battle medic. I think that's the end of it. Health 6, mobility 12, aim 68. I didn't show that in the last mission. Will 44, so he's a bit of a softie in the head. Hack skill is 50, so that is out of 100. I guess these stats that they spawn with decide what class they become, so you don't have to select it, and I'm fine with that. That's fine. Miss Zhang, she's become the heavy, or the equivalent to the heavy.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
That's a sweet minigun. And she's got a grenade launcher. Mobility 12. It seemed like she had a lot more mobility, but maybe now she's carrying heavy weapons. It's been reduced. I don't know. Health 6, aim 67, will 45, hack 5. So I'm going to make a note of this at some point to make sure we're picking the right people for things. And finally, Billy White is the sniper.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasion.
He was a bad shot as well, so it seems a bit ironic that he's been given that job. But still, he's been given squad sight, so he can target enemies within squad might. Become Australian all of a sudden. Within squad mate's vision, which is obviously very, very useful. Okay, let's go back to base. We've come back with 5 trooper corpses and 1 officer corpse, which is nice, you know, something for the collection. Okay, so here,
to the research labs.
don't interrupt me. So here is the base. Obviously in Enemy Unknown it was underground and fancy. Now it's a stolen alien supply ship that we must progressively clear
I did my best
debris
to get the
from.
recruits ready for what they're going up against, but having the commander back is a bigger confidence boost than any speech.
Alright. Stop blowing smoke up my blowhole. So you get this really cool cutaway side view, and obviously up here we've got power used and available. Engineers and scientists, we have none of either apparently. We've got 0 alloys in stock and 0 Illyrium, which was sort of like a special material in the last game. We've got 30 intel, I don't know if that's something that we spend or not, and we've got 175 simoleons of supplies, and each turn, or each period of time passing, we get an extra 150.
Commander, to the research labs.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Anyway, we get a supply drop in 21 days. Now, basically, this game, what makes it so brilliant is not only do you have to manage the survival and development and morale of your troops and the strategy on the ground, you also have to manage the overarching strategy. So you have to develop your base, you have to research and engineer new equipment and new techniques that you can unlock. You can, in the first game at least, you can modify your troops when you reach a certain stage, and you get some nice little touches as well. Like if we go to command, I don't know what the Avenger report is. Oh, is it Armory? Here we go, Armory. There's a memorial in the bar, and it will remember all your soldiers and all their stats when they die.
Fallen soldiers, Commander. It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
That is a nice Guile from Street Fighter 2 haircut. I'm very
Commander,
impressed.
to the research labs.
I tell you what, the caliber of people we have on board this thing is amazing. We're going to do some recruiting, because in times of trouble, there's only one man to call, and that man is Barry Clunge. And sure, whatever, I'm here as well. That was money that I wouldn't normally spend, but we need to get the right men on the job.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Okay, so at the moment he's doing all the research by himself. That's fine, he looks industrious. I like what he's built. We need to pick a research project. At the moment we have 3 projects available, and they have different requirements and a period of time. We've got a choice between modular weapons, so we study the magnetic rifles used by Advent forces. The rifles themselves self-destruct when their original operator dies, but with a little effort we might be able to use any recovered parts to improve our soldiers' own weapons. That would be very useful. Hybrid materials, which we can study because we recovered 2 trooper corpses. That takes 3 days as well, and they're shielded by a fascinating combination of materials which presumably we can study and then deploy. And then alien biotech, which takes 5 days, and it takes a look at the chip from our brain I'm going to go for hybrid materials because what we saw there is Vasily almost died from a single successful hit, which tends to be the nature of the game, but we want to improve survivability if we can. In future, we'll have a bit of a discussion a la Grand Prix World about how we do things. Team effort and all that.
That area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Very good, very good. Engineering.
Okay. Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
No, the pleasure's all mine, dear girl. So we have no personnel in engineering, so I'll show you that. Everyone gets a name and stuff. Here we can build items for our troops at the moment.
Some of these things can make in combat, Commander. With a few supplies, I can manufacture anything we need in no time.
So we've got a flashbang, which disorientates enemies in a very large radius, and inflicting significant offensive penalties. I'm guessing that reduces their accuracy and ability to move. Medkits, of course, and smoke grenades, which I actually used a lot of smoke grenades in the first game. I found them surprisingly useful, actually. We're not going to manufacture anything right now, but this is also where we can build facilities in the ship.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
We're not going to build anything this turn either.
Tell me something, Doctor. Must have been pretty cushy working with Advent, living in the colonies. So why the sudden change of heart?
Like most people, I wanted to believe that the aliens were legitimately interested in peace. Although they left me little choice when it came to working with them, I admit I was drawn to the sense of normalcy they offered. It was a mistake.
You should have known better. The aliens would never have come here if they wanted peace.
As I said, it was a mistake. One I hope to atone for through my efforts with XCOM.
Then I'd say you've got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, we'll be watching you, science man. Let's take a look at the Avenger report, whatever that is. Okay, so in the armory we have 10 available soldiers, 1 wounded. That's drawing 1 power. The bar and memorial is drawing 1 power, as is the bridge, as is my quarters apparently, as is engineering and the living quarters. And that greedy bastard in research is drawing 12. Oh, he's generating 12 power. Okay, well, I'll take it back, but still, I'm watching you, science bitch. Thank you so very, very much for joining me. We'll pick up next episode in the Geoscape, and hopefully with a few more of you on board. Have a great start to the week. Take care.